how's it going? This is Amanda from AmandaAroundTheGlobe.com, and today I am so excited to do the minimalist tag. So this is kind of like a get to know me slash learn more about minimalism and my minimalist journey kind of tag, and I'm really excited to do it. So I believe it was Lavender that started this tag, and yeah, I'm just gonna get into it. Number one question is, what got you started into minimalism? I've talked about it before, but what made me start minimalism is a TED Talk by the Minimalists. I used to watch a TED Talk almost every single day, and this TED Talk called A Rich Life with Less Stuff came up, and I can definitely say that's the TED Talk that has changed my life the most. I've learned so much from TED Talks over the years, but this one had the biggest impact on me, and I became a minimalist very, very quickly after that. I'll link that below if you guys are interested in watching it. Number two, what is your definition of minimalism? My definition of minimalism is living an intentional life living an intentional life in alignment with your values. And to me, this means knowing what my values are. That was step one for me, because as weird as it sounds, I thought that I knew what my values are, but I didn't really until I became minimalist and I had the time to think about these things. So living in alignment with my values and living this is gonna sound really corny, but just living my truest life, like living in alignment with what I'm meant to do, is the definition of minimalism to me. Number three was, what was the hardest thing to let go of? I'm not sure, to be honest. I kind of let go of things in my own time. I didn't force myself to let go of anything that I didn't want to, and it was just very much a process for me. I did my decluttering in waves, and I don't really get emotionally attached to things, so I think that makes it a bit easier for me. But I also have kept a lot of things that I haven't gotten rid of yet, like old notes from my childhood and things like that. A lot of these things have just been stored at my parents' house, so I do intend to go home and digitize those things and get rid of the actual copies of them. Number four is, how do you deal with non-minimalists in your life? When I first became minimalist, I can honestly say that I had quite a difficult time with this, because I was surrounded by a lot of people just that are normal people in society that would talk about things like getting a new car or what they wanted to buy. And to me, after becoming minimalist, it was kind of similar to when you first become vegan and you get really angry that so many of these things are happening. Becoming minimalist for me was kind of a similar experience, where I just wanted to kind of shut myself off from society, and it made me question a lot of things. It made me question a lot of friendships, but ultimately it helped me to start hanging out with people who live the same way I did, and though they may not call themselves a minimalist, or they may have a lot of stuff in their house, they had the same values as me, and that's probably the best thing that I have learned or gained from minimalism. And even though, like, the people that I hang out with today are not always considered, like, they wouldn't call themselves a minimalist. I don't think Michael would call himself a minimalist. I think that I still do have a lot in common with these people, and that is what creates a true friendship. Number five is, what are your top tips for new minimalists? I would say don't rush it, and don't rush the decluttering process. Give yourself time and give yourself space, and know that it's a process. It's not about the end goal, it's about the journey. And yeah, just focus on, for me, a big thing was to focus on how I spent my time, because I used to shop a lot, and when I became a minimalist, the thing that drew me to minimalism the most was living a life where I wasn't shopping all the time, and living a life that was more filled with things that I wanted to do, because shopping to me wasn't something that I really loved or really wanted to do. I was just doing it because I was bored. And so when you think about the ways that you spend your time, you can realize how happy minimalism can make you when you have time to, when you give yourself time to think about what you want in your life, and then you do that. I think that is something that a lot of people don't ever do in their lives, is just give yourself time to think about what you want to do. It's kind of a weird thing to think about, but it helped me a lot, and just giving myself time to think about what I really wanted from my life seriously changed my life. And I don't mean like an hour or an afternoon, I mean like months. When I became minimalist, I spent like months doing different things and learning different things and learning about different lifestyles, and that's what helped me realize that I didn't have to live the same way that everyone I knew was living. I could live a different way, and I could travel full time, and it's possible because other people do it. I wouldn't be the first person in the world to do that. It's possible, and that's what really, I think, changed my life with minimalism. So that's a good ending, I guess. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys have anything that you would like to see, please let me know in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you for subscribing and watching this, and I will see you next time. Bye!